So I know yesterday we talked about the mom. We've been talking about the child. So it's only fitting that this day the cosmos gives us a nice clash of daddy issues. It's the sun opposing Saturn, the two planetary bodies in astrology that are most commonly linked to the father. And again, it's right before the eclipse and the equinox. Stuff is unbalanced when it comes to the yin, the yang, the receiving, the aggressive, We're basically dealing with like the cosmic equivalent. What was that movie? It wasn't like Three Dads. It was like Three Men and a Baby or something. I'm aging myself here. Yeah, aging myself. Three men and a baby, three men and a little lady. You got one dad who's like, clean up your room. Clean it up. While another dad is like, oh my God, no, it's raining outside. We have to go jump in puddles. Except they aren't just regular daddies, there are sky daddies. Sun in Virgo at the 27th degree. This is the dad who thinks he's like done discipline well if you're like poised and well at the table with manners. You could put on a good show. Remember grand dames at tea. Respectability politics. Wealth on display. Manners as control. It's like having a dad that says, as long as you look good and show up to Sunday church, I don't really care or want to talk about what goes on in between. Don't tell me about your feelings. Saturn retrograde in Pisces in 28. He's a little bit of a different daddy today. The boundaries and the sign of the boundless. Right now, Saturn is playing the other side, the other dad. He's the one that like lets you go outside and lets you peek at that garden in the moonlight. He's like, hey, I'm strict, on the outside, but secretly, I believe in long-term healing. I actually do care about you. Maybe don't tell everybody. But honestly, we can't just stop at two dads. We have a lot of dads at play in the cosmos. Jupiter is over here. He's trying to be the fun dad. He's trying to promise big trips, big allowance that you'll get that PlayStation or whatever. He just doesn't realize that the credit card is maxed out and he should shush. The Saturn and Neptune are squaring him, empty in that pocket. Neptune, unfortunately, is absent, Daddy. One day I'll take you fishing. He shows up on the weekends on his motorcycle. Everyone knows that story. Disappears like the fog, smog, smoke of his shitty motorcycle. Uranus, the chaos father, the one who is late to family dinner in Buston, says, hey, we're moving to a commune. You coming? So in so many ways, we have a custody battle in the sky. Underneath my humor, the question is dead serious. The mother is wounded. The child is wounded. What about the dad? What does being a father even mean nowadays? What is patriarchy? And especially what is it when it's stripped bare? Does it mean protection and accountability? Or is it more control? Privilege, punish. Sun opposite Saturn is showing us some things. Some fathers cling to the tea table of respectability and looks, entitlement, while others plant gardens and understand that, you need the shovel and the water to sustain a garden. And on a grand scale, we're watching these two fathers, two visions of fatherhood, fight for custody of our future. The equinox tipping the scales and the eclipse right behind it. The fight is not just symbolic this time. We're about to see which version of the father defines our next chapter. Defines law, justice, power, all of that. So, dears, here's the bottom line. Don't mistake patriarchy for protection. Don't drink the tea if it's poisoned with privileged. And remember, the future is there, but it's being raised in a moonlit garden, in a secret garden. Oh, that was my favorite movie growing up. Yeah, that's where the future is coming. The future's not coming from the biddies at tea, okay? That's not where it's coming from. No one's gonna care if your pinky's up and how to pour right or whatever. The daddy drama, it is funny in the sky until you realize we're the kids. We're the kids. All of us. Ah!